If you have some overripe bananas hanging around, don't toss them, because in this week's Wellness Wednesday video, we're going to be showing you how to make better, healthier banana bread. Before we get started, it's important to note that what is considered a healthy food varies from person to person. So for this recipe, we're going to consider the following goals: reducing refined sugar intake, reducing saturated fat intake, reducing exposure to synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, and herbicides, and increasing intake of whole grains, good fats, fiber, antioxidants, and vital vitamins and minerals. Here we have a pretty standard banana bread recipe. We're going to use this as a starting point and modify it to make a better banana bread recipe, keeping in mind those goals we mentioned earlier. First, the recipe calls for a small amount of shortening, just to grease the pan. We're going to replace this with organic avocado or grapeseed oil, reducing the saturated fat and increasing the good omega fatty acids. We're going to replace the granulated or white sugar with a 1/4 cup of honey. This cuts the added sugar content by 2/3. Plus, honey has a lower glycemic index than granulated sugar. Instead of using a 1/4 cup of butter, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of organic butter plus 2 tablespoons of organic unsweetened applesauce. This will reduce the calories and saturated fat and increase the fiber. Plus, it adds back some natural sweetness. We're still going to use 1 egg, but we're going to use an organic pasture-raised egg if they're available to you. Organic reduces your exposure to synthetic chemicals, and pasture-raised increases the egg's omega fatty 3 acids and lutein content. Instead of using 1 banana, we're going to use 2 to 3 mashed organic bananas. This is going to increase potassium, fiber, and antioxidants. Plus, it's going to add back in some more natural sweetness. That's really helpful since we cut back so much on that granulated sugar. We're actually going to keep the buttermilk. It's rich in vitamins and minerals and suggested to be good for digestion. If you can find organic buttermilk, even better. If you have access to organic vanilla, that's great. Though we'll use a pretty small amount here, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Let's look at flour. We're still going to use 3/4 cup of organic all-purpose flour, but we're going to sub out 1/2 cup with organic whole wheat flour. If you're feeling brave, you can sub out the whole amount, but I find that this makes the bread a little heavy. Subbing out 1/2 cup is still going to increase your protein, fiber, iron, and potassium. We're going to keep the baking soda, although if you can find an aluminum-free version, excellent. And we're going to keep the 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're also going to keep the walnuts, but try to find organic. And if you're tempted to opt out on the nuts, consider that walnuts are rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, fiber, and they contain lots of vitamins and minerals. So there we have it, our modified, better banana bread recipe. Let's get baking.